What's up, guys? This is Trader back with another Trader Convo video. In this video, we had a day off, Juneteenth. Um, had a lot of time to think, do a little bit of work, and kind of look over everything that's gone on this month and last month, and pretty much the year. And have been reevaluating the different things that I go and put into my trading plan, right? So in this video, I wanted to talk about um, some of the kind of factors that I've seen that I've actually written down. Just going back and rewatching my archives, rewatching past trading days and how the market is moving. And I just want to go through that really quick, and that'll be it. So let's jump right into it. So here are the things that I pretty much focus on every single day. Right now, I'm sitting at about 60, right around 70% accuracy. It's like 65 ish, 70% accuracy, right? And as long as I'm following the rules, I'm pretty clean every single day, as long as the tickers or whatever names that I'm looking at meet up with my rule set, right? It's just about me being patient and me executing on the plan without emotion. So looking at the things that I have here, one, I'm looking for things above $2. Two, I need high relative volume. And these are just specifically for day trades, okay? The next thing is I need a ticker that does not have a history of giving back gains. If it's always pumping up, dumping, and I put on here AKA pump and dump, right? A history of giving back those gains. The next thing is I'm looking for a ticker with a obvious support level, obvious support or resistance level. It really doesn't matter to me as long as it's obvious, right? To trade to. Five, I'm looking for something with an abnormal or abnormally large percent gain on the day. Number six, looking for tickers pretty much with a float under 100 million. Number seven, gotta have that catalyst. Got to have that catalyst moving that stock. Number eight, the competing tickers with that catalyst cannot double or triple the volume of the target ticker, right? So if we're trading small caps and we see a large cap killing the game, it may not be the day for small caps, right? There may be opportunity there, but you could definitely get burned as people pay more and more attention to those larger cap stocks. Next thing is calculating share size to use. A lot of times, when I talk to different people, different traders, and things like that, they're like, "What share size should I use?" And I was like, "Well, it depends, account size, different things and factors." And I was just sitting here thinking about it. I was like, what if I made a factoring system where there's a baseline for your trades? So basically, I made this little equation. Hey, take your total account size, divide it by the price of the ticker, and this is specifically for day trades, and then divide that by the average number of trades that you take per day. Now, what does that mean? How do you even get that kind of knowledge? First of all, you need to know how many average trades you take a day. So this equation wouldn't work for someone that has only taken 5 trades in their lifetime, right? It's probably not going to work. You need to narrow down and get to a place where it's like, okay, I know that I'm going to take, I don't know, 50 trades a day, 20 trades a day, whatever it is for you. For me, my average trades are maybe around, two, I mean, 1 to 2, at the most 3. I mean, at the most. But let's just do an example. If we were to put this into perspective, let's say PDT is 25,000, right? And so we would take that and say, okay, well, what's the price of the ticket that we're looking for? For example, let's just do a $5 ticker, right? $5 ticker. So we'll divide this by 5, price of ticker, and then we will divide this by a number of trades, let's say if you're really scalping hard, let's say if you're taking 75 to 100 trades a day, but you really haven't nailed down your strategy. You're kind of just going through, and whether you're a beginner where you have like 100 trades under your belt, or if you have a couple thousand under your belt, what is going to affect your sizing into a position? And so this was the baseline for me. Okay, let's do this, and we'll do, let's say you're going to take 100 trades in a day. So we'll divide that 5,000 by 100. And so this will be your shares on the day, right? Now, what would cause you to increase your share size from 50 shares, right? This was a $5 stock. You're going to take 100 shares. Now, this is assuming that you're under PDT, which is 25,000. If you're over PDT, hey, you'll be right back in the grind of things as soon as you sell, right? But if you're under PDT, how do you manage these positions and kind of not over leverage, or I wouldn't use the word leverage because that's pretty much margin, but oversize into a position without having to think about it, right? Have something to put in there. Hey, what kind of size do I need to be using for this amount of trades? Now, for me, like I said, I'm taking one, two, three trades a day. Somebody could be taking 50, 100, 200 trades a day on even smaller share size, just trying to get a system developed or a strategy developed. So the other things that I was thinking about was what kind of factors would cause you to increase your share size, right? And for me, these were just things that I thought of. The overall win percentage of the trader, right? So are you a 50-50 trader? You kind of half and half? Are you a trader that is not really winning much at all? You're like 20-80, winning 20%, losing 80. These things can affect how you're going to be sizing in, how confident you are behind your size, right? So the next thing is the catalyst strength. And how will we even know how strong a catalyst is? How a catalyst could move the market without the FOMO into it, right? So just purely looking at it when the news drops, is this news going to be profitable news? How do we even know that? Well, again, that comes from watching the markets, practicing and analyzing different catalysts, seeing how they do, whether it's a cancer catalyst, a medical catalyst, whether it's some kind of EV play, whatever the catalyst is, you have to have experience with that catalyst and be like, okay, or you have to have experience with how strong volume works in a catalyst that could bring about FOMO, right? And we've seen that multiple times. We've seen multiple rippers, multiple gappers, gainers, all of that. The next thing is pre-market volume, which is big for me. I like to see good pre-market volume. Now, how do you see good pre-market volume? Well, for me, I have to trade after pre-market to get a true analysis of what this volume is going to be looking like, right? So I kind of forego dipping my fingers into pre-market just so I can attain the data. And all I really want to see from pre-market, the levels in pre-market really, to me, for my strategy, is too short of a time to say, okay, that is level, unless we can look back on the daily chart and that level has been tested multiple times through the history of that ticker. Then I'm like, okay, that level may actually be something that can hold. Next thing is the clear levels. It needs to be near clear levels. If you're going to be going long, hey, get you some good support where you have looked back on the daily chart and found consistency at that level, some kind of action at that level over the weeks and days that you are looking back. The next thing is the market environment, right? So what things can be included in market environment? Is there some kind of meeting? Are the feds having some kind of meeting? Are interest rates getting shifted? Are we getting some kind of news, whether it's recession news, inflation news? What is the overall market environment where it would shift people's focus to one sector or to a group of sectors, right? What's going to shift them to say, okay, this is where my money needs to be today, or this is where my intention needs to be for the next couple of days? Because you got to realize everybody's not day trading. Some people are swing trading, some people are doing other things, and they're taking these positions and holding. So you have to take all of that into consideration because it's all a part of the overall environment. And the environment that we're in for a day trade is only that period from open to close, pretty much, right? Unless you're swinging or doing something longer term. The next thing is the competition on the day. What are other stocks doing? Um, is this stock like the standout stock on the day, or is it having some competition with other low flows, other small caps? What's going on in the competition, right? Other large caps, whatever it is. What is the competition? Anything that could take away attention, which is volume. Anything that any news catalyst, new news catalyst that comes out for an opposing stock or the stock that you're currently interested in, and anything that can keep it from going in the direction that you might want it to go, or go in the direction that you want to go, right? So the last one is past knowledge or history of the stock. Now, all of these things could be calculated in to increase the share size on the position, right? I mean, every last one of these, and you know, this is basically just to help say, because when I first started, share size was like, well, let me just say this. When I was reading and I was looking at different traders that have been doing it for years, and they say, "Oh man, the money really doesn't matter. Got to trade emotionless and all of this." That's good for people that have experience in managing risk. That's good for people that have been looking at this thing and they're like, "Man, you know what? I've seen this before, but what about the fresh folks that are coming into the market that really have no way of knowing, no way of calculating what a appropriate size would be for them not to blow their account, right?" And so this is kind of like a stepping stool approach, right? So you use this equation, but then you build you a list of qualifiers or factors that will cause you to increase your size. So basically, this is for like maybe a C plus, or not even a C plus, a C trade, right? You would say, okay, well, this is my total account size. This is the price of the ticker. This is the average number of trades. Let's go with it. But to increase that from C to C plus to B and to A and A plus, that's where that size really comes in. And you have to evaluate, first of all, your past experience, your win rate, your confidence, and then what kind of goals that you have on the day. And a lot of times I don't know. I really hate entering a day without a goal. Because with the strategy that I'm using, I need to have a goal in mind before the trade, right? Getting in, got a goal in mind, get that goal, get out and run, right? Run away from the market, take it and run. I try not to hang around unless these factors are here. Those outline factors that are like, oh wait, we still got this and this catalyst, all of this strength out here. Can I capitalize there some more? But I do know one thing: when I'm patient, and pretty much all of my trades, I have to be patient. But when I'm patient and I take my time, usually I may get two good entries, and that's why my average trades are so low, because they have to be pertaining to these rule sets, and I don't see that every day, and I don't see that every second, every minute, and so you're not gonna find A plus setups every single second. You're like, oh, is that A plus? Because you end up questioning too much in your head. You're like, is that an A plus setup? Is that a B? Is that a C? But when you focus in on your A setups that you've been getting consecutively, and you say, I've seen this before. This looks like what I'm looking for. I've seen this before. And you take those trades, whether you just have one main strategy or you have a little tool belt, it's kind of hard to play with the long tool belt. Most of the people that I've seen trade with multiple strategies, they're using like at the most 3 strategies. They may be buying a dip. They may do some small breakout plays, or they do range bound plays. So from one side of the range back over to the other. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just want to holler at you guys today. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.